Hey everyone, it's Pixelade here and welcome back to the channel. Sorry if I sound a little bit too peppy and enthusiastic during this video. I'm just really excited to do this. I submitted a handful of questions to the Paralives team, questions that you guys submitted, and today I have an exclusive Q&A. Yes, exclusive. You will not find these answers, or at least answers to these specific questions, anywhere else because they are from no other than you guys. Once again, I want to thank the Paralives team for allowing me this opportunity. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited to read some of the responses that they have left in response to your questions. I'm not even gonna ramble in this one. Let's just jump right into things, guys. Question number 1. Will there be more deep family systems, like grandparents getting a moodlet when a grandchild is born, or even children getting the want to go to their grandparents for the weekend? And Alex answered this one. A lot of people are asking for family-based gameplay, and we are definitely considering it. Having the grandparents involved in the children's life would be really nice. So I think that you guys should expect these kinds of things in game, as I know that they want to make family gameplay a big part of this and a big strong suit with this game. Question number 2, will pregnancy have more impact, like ultrasounds, gender reveals, kids not liking the idea of new baby in the house? And Leia responds to this one. We want to give the para folks the opportunity to experience important life events. Adding details like doctor's appointments and family-oriented gameplay is one of our goals in order to make those events more realistic. So kind of tying into the first question, I definitely think that family gameplay is going to be huge with this. They really want to focus in on that. Question number 3. I wonder if toddlers will be able to interact with the para babies. And Leia responds, I would love to add some nice animations between toddlers and babies for sure. Playing on the ground, hugging, and babbling together would be so cute. So there are plans for this, at least. Number 4, I just want to know if freckles will be affected by genetics. Also, I really hope genetics are a large part of this game. I loved seeing genetics in The Sims 2. Those gene skipping generations is cool. And Anna responds, I'd love to implement genetics in the game. It would be cool for freckles and other visual aspects, as well as some personality traits and quirks maybe. Gene skipping generations and recessive versus dominant genes are also something we are looking into. This is huge in real life, so I wouldn't not expect these to be in the game, to be honest, but I'm glad that they're looking into them and that they are a possibility. Number 5, how detrimental will things like big arguments be on a relationship? The Sims was never the same after they dropped the double relationship bar from Sims 2. It would be so refreshing to see relationships actually be vulnerable and sensitive the way they are in real life. And Alex responds, a complex relationship system seems to be asked a lot, so we are definitely considering it. To give you an example, imagine having 2 siblings that keep fighting all of the time. They don't have to be arch enemies. They could still love each other very much because they both value their family highly. Exactly. Also, another thing is unrequited love and relationships. Just because you feel a certain way about someone doesn't mean they feel the same exact way back. I definitely want to see that implemented into the gameplay as well. It would be pretty interesting to see a para be like head over heels in love with another para, but then that other para is just like, oh my gosh, I hate their guts, you know? Like, they see each other totally differently, and it's gonna affect how they coexist together. It's gonna affect their relationship and how they communicate, and honestly would really turn this into a real life simulation. Number 6, is the throw a party system going to be detailed with many party types, such as baby showers? And Anna responds, para will be able to throw different kinds of parties, yes. People ask a lot about baby showers, so we are strongly considering it. We cannot say much about the gameplay yet, but we'd like to see paras reacting to the events by themselves, and we are discussing how your active para can participate in the event's activities. So happy to see that they are considering this. So happy. I do think that because so many players are requesting this, that at some point it will end up in the game, don't worry. Number 7, will the para folks be more human-like? By that I mean there's a fire in the house, and para folks should hurry on the stairs too into the fire instead of peacefully walking there? And will other para folks help each other when one of them is dying? something like drowning. Anna responds, "We'll try our best to make paras react to incidents as well as each other's emotions and big life events. If there is such a thing as fires and drowning in the game, yes, it should be nice that these were considered as something urgent for the paras around. I love to see a para being treated as a local hero after saving someone." And I agree completely. Also, quick note on there, if things such as fires and drowning are in the game. So I guess not really confirmed, but definitely another possibility for the game. I guess we won't know more, of course, until they announce it, and that's okay, because they're still pretty early in development. Number 8, could the personalities of parafolk possibly change over time depending on age and gameplay? Anna responds, "We want our parafolks to evolve depending on age and gameplay, yes, but I'm not sure if personality traits will change that much, depending on what they will be. It's more likely that some interactions, moods, and needs would change though. It would also be cool for the AI to learn from how you play with your paras and make similar choices for when you don't actively control them. That would be so cool. Good and bad habits that your para could get from doing repeatedly the same actions could also be considered. However, these are just ideas and everything really depends on how the final personality system will be included in live mode." So are they calling it live mode? I guess. So we don't know too much on this. Obviously, they're not sure if personality traits will change too much, but their end goal is so that paras do evolve depending on age and gameplay. We will just have to wait and see, I guess. Number 9, will the paras' personalities affect their body language? Like a more uptight para will always have their posture straight, while a more relaxed para will sit however they feel comfortable. Furthermore, will paras face each other on the sofa while talking to each other, instead of facing straight and just glancing at each other from time to time? Christine answers this one. Parafolk's personalities will influence their attitude, the way they interact with each other, and will most likely have an impact on their body language. And body language is another very, very important thing with this game. We want the personalities to help make each parafolk's unique and interesting. And about paras facing straight forward while talking on the sofa, it will most likely depend on what's happening around them at this moment. Otherwise, they will focus on each other. So depending on what's happening around them. So there are many possibilities for that. It could be the TV, it could be other paras talking, communicating, arguing, who knows. Number 10, will parents who are divorced both be able to see their children? Like they switch on and off for who gets to see who? I think that would be cute. Leia responds, "Since divorces are something that a lot of people go through, I think that adding this kind of detail would add a lot of realism to the game. I really like the idea of being able to change from one household to another, and there is so much drama potential here." Yeah, no official confirmation with this one, and I expected that, but she's definitely leaning towards something like this being implemented and showing a lot of interest towards it, so it could be something we see in the future. Number 11, will non-playable characters have their own story progression on their own, like having babies, getting married, etc., and I'm begging for this. Please, please, this is so important. Leia responds, "Non-playable character story progression is something we have been considering for a while now. We want you to play in a world that feels alive and interesting. Being able to learn rumors about your neighbors, seeing them in town with their family, or walking into a wedding while you're in the park, for example. I would love to be able to give our non-playable characters life, some depth, for sure." I think that this is gonna be a huge thing, guys, period. A lot of people have been requesting this. This is definitely something that The Sims 4 lacks, and I hate to bring The Sims 4 up and I hate to compare, but at the end of the day, this is going to be a similar game, and a lot of people that are disappointed with The Sims 4 want to see the features that aren't in The Sims 4 in this game. So I think in the end, there probably will be story progression. Number 12. Hi, so I live in a part house, part restaurant. Will Paralives lot traits be able to have something like that? You can lock the doors to upstairs, for example, for privacy, and if so, can parafolks own a business like a hotel, cafe, bar, etc.? Alex responds to this one. "We still need to test things out, so I can't confirm it. It has been asked a lot, so we're looking into it. You can maybe choose which room of the build is considered as a restaurant. We will show you more on that subject later." So I guess that maybe maybe it's planned that they want to introduce multiple lot types on one lot and you can basically divide them up depending on what rooms or what buildings. That would be a cool concept. Imagine a community lot and you basically make like an office space and you can designate each room in there to be for something else. Like one could be a restaurant, one could be an office, one could be like a little shop. Would love to see something like that, and it would make creating strip malls so fun and so easy for players. 13, will there be weddings and realistic ones? I mean, weddings with bridesmaids, groomsmen, etc. Leia responds, not confirming anything here. Realistic weddings are something that I really want to implement in Paralives, and this has been shown time and time again by some of the past tweets from the developers. Being able to go dress hunting with your friends, having bachelor and bachelorette parties, but also organize the event properly, asking your friends or family members to be your bridesmaid groomsmen. Honeymoon and proper wedding parties. Weddings are an important milestone in our lives and cultures and should be treated as such. Judging by this response here, even though she says, not confirming anything here, that they are definitely going to put focus on this, and I can definitely see a lot of this ending up in the final game for sure. Number 14. I don't know if someone else has commented this, but will sexualities be part of gameplay? Will it be similar to The Sims where you can flirt / be in a relationship with anyone, or will preference be a thing, or will it be where you may only feel attracted to specific paras? Alex responds to this, we are still debating on this subject. We haven't decided at the moment. Imagine meeting the perfect non-playable character for your para and not being able to date him, her, or they because they have another sexuality. It has to be coherent but not restrictive for the player. Maybe you could choose for the para folks that you're playing and others would be fluid. Depending on your choice, you would have more chances to flirt with NPCs that are matching your para's sexualities. We are still thinking about how we could design this aspect of the game. And he does make a really good point. This is a huge decision because having it be fluid really gives it that sandbox feel because, you know, anything could mean anything and any para could be any sexuality. It's whatever the player decides. Whereas if that wasn't the case, if those types of things were assigned, then that's when you come into roadblocks and that could mess things up. And I wouldn't mind if this was a setting actually. If you choose whether they are assigned or if you choose whether they are just fluid or non-assigned to really allow for that sandbox gameplay. Number 15, will there be polyamorous relationships or will it automatically be marked as cheating? Christine responds, for now, polyamorous relationships are not confirmed, but highly requested, so we are looking into a way to possibly convey it into the game. And I think that they should for those that want to play with this kind of thing or for those that prefer these kinds of relationships. Number 16, are there any plans on the skill system of Paralives yet? Will it function comparably to The Sims? And if yes, which skills will be in the base game? Alex responds, we started to work on the design of the skill system and it won't be like in The Sims. Our goal is to make a game that will be unique and recognizable, but mainly to offer our players a new experience of gameplay. We're going to reveal more about it in the months to come. Sounds like the skill system's gonna be a big system, guys, and you know what? I hope they take their time on it and I hope that it is as grand and as big as they are imagining it to be in their minds, of course, but knowing it won't be like it is in The Sims. That could go either way, honestly. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. Number 17, general question. What can we expect face customization to look and work like? More detailed questions like this could answer. Will it be anything like Sims 4 with presets and push and pull mechanisms? Will paras and their faces start out as randomized parafolk whenever they go to make a character? If we do have presets, can we expect them to look proportional or more cartoon-like? Will we have a vast array of skin details and how customizable they will be? Christine responds, we are using the same customization system for the body and the face, so yes, there will be push-pull mechanisms. You will have a randomized parafolk when starting out and will be able to completely customize it. We are using accurate proportions for the body. The face is slightly stylized with bigger eyes, but you can also reduce them if you don't like the look of it. You will also have a lot of different skin details to choose from. You will be able to change their color, but also their opacity. And of course, you will be able to add your own design or someone else's. Number 18, can we expect to see Paralives' official trailer until the end of the year? Christine, it's unlikely as there's still still a lot to do before the official trailer. Yeah, I didn't expect them to really answer this or to give a date at least. Not yet, you know. Number 19, will we have family trees? And if so, will they be more in depth than what The Sims does? Anna responds, I love family trees. I would love to add them in the game. Depth of relationships among family members is suggested a lot, like how it would be cool to get inheritance from a distant relative or argue with your uncle at family dinners. I think these details on relationships would look cool on a family tree, and it would be helpful when, let's say, you want to know which relatives have to sit next to each other at a wedding to create family dramas. Yes, please incorporate this kind of gameplay. Number 20, will there be a lot such as bars, pools, etc., and will we be able to make the different lot types as well? Christine responds, you will be able to choose your lot type when building or renovating, but we're still in the process of brainstorming about different types of lots. We want the players to be able to create a vibrant town filled with a lot of cool places. And I'm sure that in the end they will deliver regardless. So that is going to complete it for the questions. Now don't go anywhere, there is one more question. It is a bonus question. I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. But the Paralives team did allow me to submit 20 questions. So of course I wanna thank you guys again for allowing me this opportunity. And those 20 questions, in case you did not know, are sorted in order of popularity. So I did rank them based on thumbs up in the comment section below. So you guys voted on what the top 20 responses would be. I'm sure there are questions in here, or at least part of questions in today's video that have been answered before. And you're probably watching like, Matt, why would you ask that? That's already been answered before. You should have answered a question that wasn't already asked before, but I promised you guys I would choose the top 20 responses and that you guys would pick them. So don't blame me, blame your fellow voters. But honestly, don't blame anyone, because even if something's been answered, the fact that it got thumbs up means that maybe people don't know about it. So it doesn't hurt to reiterate things again. So the bonus question, and I want to thank you for offering me this opportunity as well, Leia. I didn't really know what to ask, so I actually teamed up with my manager and we really thought about a question to ask together. Bonus question, and our question was, can skills/hobbies learned at a younger age, toddler, child, or teen, be remembered and utilized as adults and used to teach other paras of a younger age? And everyone answered this one. We haven't finished designing our skill system, but we really like the idea of keeping a skill throughout your para's life and being able to teach it to the youngest. Maybe you could have a special reward if you manage to max a skill that you've started as a kid. It's only brainstorming at the moment, but it could be really fun. No. Yes, it's brainstorming, but that idea that you just gave me is literally perfect. Maybe you could have a special reward if you manage to max a skill that you've started as a kid. That would be awesome, and that would definitely encourage players to really focus on skill building as a kid, because that is very important, especially in real life, and that is the perfect age to really start focusing on your skills. I would say either that or teenhood, and I think that you guys should make it like a level system where the younger they are, if they start working on a skill at an even younger age, then they get even more of a reward. So let's say they start developing a skill when they're toddlers, playing with toys or something, that when they max that out, of course, they get an even bigger reward because they focused on that skill a lot more when they were younger. I think that would be really cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more of these, let me know. I will definitely ask the Paralives team again within the next couple of months if I can do another one of these, because I thought this was loads of fun and it's a great way for us to connect with each other, for you guys to get your questions to the team. I really appreciate every single one of you here that's watching, that submitted questions. I appreciate everybody from the Paralives team. Thank you guys again for allowing me this opportunity. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, I'm so humbled. Thank you. And I hope to do this again very soon. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. I will do one of these every day if I can. I don't even care. If you enjoyed this video, found it entertaining, informative, I hope both, give it a huge thumbs up and add it to your favorites playlist right here on YouTube. Subscribe to become a supporter today and ding the bell next to it to receive notifications for any type of future upload on the channel so that you can be a part of the notification squad. You can follow me on social media. That includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitch, and more. Down at the link in the description box below, yes, there is one link that will take you to everything. My Discord page is also on there, and there's also links to my merch store and Amazon wish list. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy simming and happy Paralives playing. Bye, guys.